Good evening, campers. You've clicked on this video because you want to know how to read more books. And this is a foolproof way to up those numbers. I read over 300 books a year and this method has not failed me. So firstly, you don't want to be reading this. You want to be reading this. But if you want to read more books, you don't want to read this. You want to read this. But if you want to read even more books, you want to read this, then completely scrap that, start reading books like this. If the numbers aren't getting high enough with these, then start reading books like this. Do you want to tell your friends you read over 500 books a year but are a bit worried that producing short books like this are going to cause issues? Move up to bigger books. Clearly the key to reading more books is reduce the difficulty and reduce the page count. And if you just want to read so many books that just the numbers will impress people, picture books, people. Picture books. Picture books are the way forward. This is how, in theory, I read over 500 books a year. I get like 10 books every fortnight from the library for my little ones. I don't count those as books that I've read, but if you wanted to make it impressive, that's how you do it. The numbers game is boring. I've showed you one extreme, but it doesn't mean that you have to jump completely to the other. Read books that are just outside your comfort zone. They're the books that you're going to get the most out of. Realistically, if you look at the books that I review, I'm doing about 6 a month. Everyone automatically thinks of these books, but I read a lot of these that I could do in one day. That's how you read more books, people. But you just came here to find out how to read more, how to increase that number. Maybe you should ask the question, what should I be reading? Or why should I be reading this book? I think you'll get a lot more out of your reading with those types of questions.